All right, this literally just came in the mail and I'm super excited to open it up. This is supposedly a gimbal for DSLR cameras, mirrorless cameras, I think is what they advertise this one for, by the company Fosicam. That's the name of it. I've never heard of it before, but we will see how it goes. Oh, see, there's the brand right there. Fosicam. As you can see, it's a gimbal for, it says for micro DSLR cameras, aviation alloy material. So that probably means aluminum. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Ah, look at this. That seems pretty legit. Got a little starting guide and the gimbal itself and a baby tripod. Comes with a few adapters to plug into different areas throughout the world and a plug to take those like that. I don't know what this is for. We'll figure that out later. Micro USB both sides, then the actual gimbal itself. Now the gimbal, the back side of the gimbal is actually canted backwards at 45 degrees, so you'll be able to see your rear screen, your LCD, so you can see what you're shooting. Theoretically, that's how this is supposed to work. So let's see how long it takes me to get this balanced with the A6500. I'm going to switch cameras here, start a timer, and see what happens. Now remember, this is my very first time ever seeing or using a gimbal like this ever. I'm assuming the batteries are pre-installed. I don't know if they're removable. No, you have to charge it with the charging cord. Okay, I think I got it pretty close. Let's see what happens when I power it on. All right. Okay, it's off center for some reason. Okay, I can just rotate it and point it back straight. Okay, you cannot rotate past here because there is interference there. All right, I'm done fiddle farting around. I'm gonna get to know this thing a little better, and it's pouring outside because of the hurricane, so I will get back with you in a couple days to see how this thing works. Kind of looks crooked, doesn't it? See you in a little while. All right, so the initial impressions and setup was pretty good. I thought that it was very straightforward out of the box how to set it up, and overall positive. But the more I played with it, didn't seem all that great, and we'll get to some of those cons later. Right now, we'll go over the features and the buttons that you see on this. We've got a home button, so if you move it around with the joystick, you can hit the home button and it'll center itself again. And if it ever gets out of whack, kind of squirrely, a home button will bring it back to where it belongs. Then you've got the menu button, which cycles through the different modes that this camera can do. So one click doesn't do anything. It takes you back to the original pan only follow. The tilt will stay locked, the pan will follow. So you can tip down, tip up, and it'll stay level. Press the menu button twice, and you've got tilt follow as well as pan follow. Now I'm going to show a couple examples of the camera actually running with these different modes. Push the menu button 3 times, and you have got full lock. So tilt down, try and turn left to right. It's going to stay locked no matter what. Press the button 4 times, and this is, everything is unlocked. So roll, it rolls with you, it tilts with you. You can pretty much do everything with fairly stabilized movement. Press the menu button once, and we're back to the good old pan only. And the power button is just a on-off switch on the side, which is nice. You don't have to hold down any buttons. It's either on or off, very straightforward. So those features seem to work pretty well. I didn't have any trouble with them. There is a time-lapse mode though, which is a different story. According to the little booklet here, there are two different ways to get into time-lapse mode. One is you press the menu button 5 times, and then the home button, something very confusing, difficult to follow. After trying that with marginal success, I finally emailed the company and was like, what's the deal? And they said, oh, don't use that mode, just press and hold the home button. So you press and hold the home button and it blinks a certain number of times and then it starts panning. So there are a few different options. You can have 360 degrees be 1 minute, 10 minutes, 30, 60, and 120 minutes. And you can see it's just going to sit here and rotate around and do a time-lapse mode. Another con is the app. It says in the paperwork that there's an app for Android and iOS. Did not work. It's not updated in Android, so I contacted the company again. They said, you got to use Apple. So I don't have any Apple devices, so I didn't get to try the app. Another plus is that all the adjustments are totally toolless. You can balance any camera without ever needing anything other than your fingers. So that's a good thing. Another good thing is the box here. So as you can see, there is tons of extra space for different things. I got my batteries over here. I got 2 lenses. There's actually a cutout exactly the shape for the Sony a6500. There's another place for either the charger or another lens, and then the gimbal itself. So the box is great. Love the box. The battery life on this thing seems to be pretty good. I've been running it for about a week and a half, 2 weeks on and off here and there. I haven't done a lot of extensive use with it, but it's still going strong after the initial charge. Okay, another plus is the tripod options. You've got both 3/8 and 1/4 inch holes in the bottom of this, so you can mount it on a variety of different tripod options. So you are never without a mount. And the little tripod that comes with it, it's kind of junky, but it's better than nothing. And if you don't have a little tripod like this to use otherwise, then this will be perfect. Another plus is that it has got a 1/4-20 mount in the side of it, so you can take a arm or some sort of other thing and stick it right into the side of the gimbal here, and you've got a mount for a monitor or a cell phone adapter, which can act as a monitor with Sony cameras. However, there is a general air of build quality failure here. Let me show you what I mean. That doesn't look right. So all these little plastic covers kind of give you the same feeling that you could just pop them off with your fingernails. So that's a big minus there. Another plus is it comes with this cord that you can charge a Sony camera with. So you can plug it into the micro USB cord on this motor here and it'll charge it. However, this is something that I have no idea what it's for. If you look at it closely here, it has got what might be an IR blaster or IR receiver. I haven't been able to find anything in the paperwork about what this is or how to use it. There's a picture of it on the box. It says Fosi focus sight. So I don't exactly know how this works. I don't even know what a focus sight is. Unless it's that little orange light on the front of cameras. That may be what it is. I haven't been able to get it to do anything, and there's no instruction for how to do it. So this was useless to me. So there are weird positions that this thing doesn't like dealing with. Like that one right there. But I've heard that there are a lot of gimbals, and sometimes it just won't ever recover. Let's see. And now we're good to go. Oh, nope, nope. But most of the time the inverted mode works just fine. I didn't have any trouble with my Sony. The Canon seems to be a little more touchy. Another good thing is that as far as being an actual gimbal, I think it does a very good job. I'm no gimbal professional, but as far as gimbals go, this does just as good a job as anything else I've seen. Most of the footage that I took with it was very smooth. I was impressed with how well it did, given that I've never heard of Fosicam before. So they get a big thumbs up for that. So as far as actually functioning as a gimbal, this thing gets a big A+. It does a great job. Some of the features may not be perfect, the software may not be perfect, but it does a good job of being what it is. At the price point, I don't know if I can really recommend it, because it's $540 or $550, which is right in line with the Zhiyun or however you pronounce that name, or the Moza Air. All those gimbals are right in line with the price point of this thing. If this was $100 less, I would say absolutely you can get an awesome gimbal for a good price. However, for the price they're asking for this, I don't think it is all there yet. Maybe they can fix some of this stuff with a software upgrade. I haven't checked to see if there was any firmware updates for it available. They actually delayed in sending me this one because they were working on the software. So the Fosicam gimbals, they may be the next thing up and coming, but as of right now, they probably need to reevaluate their price points and maybe target the budget side of things. It works well. The stabilization is pretty good, as you can see in some of my examples that have been playing in the background. But if I spent $550 on this, I would be kind of underwhelmed when I got it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it had the information you were looking for. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.